Well, we're definitely seeing some volatility in the earlier part of the day. And now it's a question of, do we bounce back? Do we see some green as the day progresses? And right now, in looking at the data and looking at the charts, it's very clear that we're in a bit of a bear trap right now. And it's a question of, how low does price go? How many people does it catch? Because right now, I don't think people realize how close we are for the market to just absolutely enter a frenzy. It's only about 10%. And we're going to talk about that in this video. I want to show you guys some of this data you need to watch very, very closely here. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell, it's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yes, today is red. It's very red. It sucks. Right now, at the time of filming this video, ADA is down about 7.25%. Many assets down 5 through 10%. And what we've done is we've entered some long leverage liquidations. Not really a surprising thing. Longs kind of chased on the way up. That tends to happen. But then what we go through is when there's these periods of stagnancy in the market where we're trying to push but not really getting the from there, you need to create some sort of buying event. You need to suck the bears in. You need to suck in the short leverage. And that's kind of what we're doing right now. Now, unfortunately for ADA, what we have done is we've reached this lower range here. And ADA is going to want to do one of two things. It's either going to want to try to come down towards 78 cents. And this isn't to scare anybody or create FUD or anything like that. It's like I've talked about. It doesn't like to live in these ranges. It likes to either be at the top of it or the bottom of it, meaning that if ADA bounces back, we could see it back up at about 85 cents. Maybe we even get back into this upper range and we're going to try to target 90 cents. Obviously, this isn't guarantee or financial advice. Nobody knows what's going to happen here, but that's kind of where we're at right now. And the reason why is, again, look at all this leverage here, right? Actually, coincidentally, the leverage runs down to very thick concentration of it down to about 78, 77 cents or so. Not really surprised. That's just the way that it's kind of filled in over time. But I think the data that I'm going to show you guys is going to be very eye-opening for where we're at. Now, what I will say is that the market is actually very close to breaking open in a big way. And altcoins are very close to going on some major extended rallies. Because, guys, we are only about 10% away from setting a new all-time high in terms of the total three. This is all assets outside of BTC and Ethereum. And what we have seen, historically speaking, is when we break local highs, we go on these extended rallies, okay? So when we look at ADA back here in the fall of 2024, what we saw during that time was we actually broke the local high, which was all the way back here in March of 2024. What happened then? We saw altcoins rip like 48%. Not really a surprising thing. Euphoria sets in. People start chasing. There's a ton of people right now that are stuck on the sidelines that still have not entered, that still think we're setting triple bottoms, and I'll talk about this in just a moment here. But this is the exact setup we need to see to make some of these extensions take place. And that's why right now we're going through a little bit of a bear trap. And I'll talk about that more here in just a moment. But now our all-time high is actually at what? 1.17 trillion or so, 1.16 trillion. Once we breach that, guys, that is where the euphoria sets in. That's where the people that have downloaded the apps, they start putting their money into crypto. That is where the people that are sidelined start chasing. That's how we get these extensions. This isn't a new thing. This happens every single time, and we're doing it once again. It's a question of now, do we bounce from here? Do we come down to 1 trillion overall first before making that extension? I don't know. We're going to have to watch and wait and see what happens. Sometimes these bear traps are a little bit bigger and a little bit more extended, but that's something to pay attention to. Why I'm saying that this is the case is I was having a conversation with a Patreon member of mine yesterday, and it was very clear that, one, there are a lot of people still stuck on the sidelines, but two, people are unaware of what's actually going on in the crypto market. First of all, there are huge shorts betting on the market right now. I don't think anybody's really looked at this or covered this in the way that I have. But when we look at this leverage, this open interest around the crypto space, right now, every single asset has a ratio where shorts are outpacing longs. And maybe that has a little bit to do right now with the liquidations that we've seen here just over the past hour or so. But BTC was the only one that was even break even. Everything else, shorts are betting huge. Shorts are betting heavy. And what has that led to before? It has led to some massive short squeezes. Not saying that's going to happen for sure, but that's what we're setting up for. It's a question of, do we now get that push the opposite direction where you see those huge squeezes take place across the crypto market? Again, just looking at ADA, guys, right now, massive imbalance. There you go, an 11% imbalance to the short side. So even just as I was speaking here, we saw more massive shorts opened up. Does that mean they're going to win? Maybe, maybe not, right? Though it's very clear the direction and trends of the market are buying and buying and buying. And what I want to show you guys right now too is something that we actually haven't covered here before, is that when we're looking at this total market cap of crypto, we're following this big ascending channel. And right now, maybe we get a little bit of a retest there too. Maybe we come down to 3.76 trillion, 3.75 trillion, right? Before trying to extend to the top of this. So we keep following this trend of testing the top, testing the bottom, testing the top, testing the bottom, testing the top, testing the bottom. Right now, we're on a quest to basically test the top of this around $5 trillion. I'm not saying that's going to happen today. I'm not saying that's going to happen this week or this month even, but that's where the market wants to run to. And a lot of people are going to get stuck and caught just as they always do. And guys, this is what we do historically speaking. Now, I will say it's a little bit more organized and a little bit more structurally sound this cycle than it has been in the past, right? It was obviously tighter in the 2015 through 2017 cycle, a lot more wild in the 2019 through 2021 cycle because we had, you know, big booms in adoption. We had big black swan events, and a lot of now of what we dealt with is, you know, institutional buying, accumulating, holding the market within reason, not letting things get too high, too low. And so now we're just, again, prepping for this next extension. Something I did put on here for you guys too is a couple of these profit taking boxes. And again, this isn't financial advice. People can do what they want, but these are the ranges I would look for as we get to the later part of this market cycle. Between 6 trillion to 8 trillion right here is probably the range where me personally, I'm looking at taking a little bit of profit. Not sure how much yet. I'm going to have to gauge that based on momentum and time and all those things. And then the upper box here is where I'm definitely taking profit, between 8 trillion to $12 trillion in terms of the total market cap of crypto. Those are kind of the zones that I'm paying attention to. But the big thing you need to know is that shakeouts in the market, they're going to be shorter term right now. We're not really dropping on any news today. I can't say I've seen anything. I even posted on Twitter just saying, guys, this is a bear trap. There's really nothing right now that is, you know, saying, hey, we need to sell. Everybody right now, for the most part, is holding. Yes, there are some profit takers. There's some retail that's probably freaking out in this too. But guys, don't be fooled by what's going on in the space. The mayhem and the frenzy are coming. It's just a matter of time. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. But have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.